Restless in retirement? Let's go to Scotland. Alright, we're going to try again. Restless in retirement. We are 2 months into living on the Isle of Bute. Rossi. So one of the things that we do love to do is shop locally. And because we're both retired, we can go up and down to the town anytime we like. Oh, and we bought a car. Our landlord sold us a used BMW 320i. It's a 2008, but it's only got 39,000 miles on it. So he got it MOT'd, which is just to say your car's good for the road, but they're really thorough over here with MOTs. They go through everything. All brake lines and cables and engine and everything's got to be working right down to the windshield washer. Anyway, it's MOT'd. We did put two new tires on. We did give it a service. It had not been serviced, but he hardly used it. He didn't even put 500 miles on it. He had it just over a year. So it's got really low mileage. It's an import. It was Japanese car, because a lot of things are actually written in Japanese on it. But you know, low mileage. It looks good. It runs good. We're up and running. Insurance was a bit of a bother. We ended up with Adrian Flux getting insurance, but it was expensive because it's an import car, and I don't have what you call no claims bonus, which is a big thing in the UK. So every year that you have a car insurance and you don't make a claim, every year your insurance goes down. And because I had a claim on my own personal insurance because a guy hit me, it was I was not at fault, but because a claim was made in 24, they only gave me 1 year no claims. So we are paying 1,800 insurance for just me to drive for a year, which is pretty expensive. But if we lived here permanent, it would go down every year and go down quite a bit. But anyway, that's another story. We got that. But I want to talk about, we go shop. Now we have a car. We actually drive 1.5 miles to town, and they have a co-op, little co-op, big co-op actually they call it, which is a small co-op. We shop there for like the main stuff, but we love to, there's 2 places that deliver free. Actually, the co-op delivers free as well. You can go online and order your stuff and they deliver free. And the fruit and veg is a little fruit and veg shop, Jess Mays, and they'll post what their weekly special is and how much, and then they'll deliver free. And then right across the street from Jess Mays is the Butchers, McQueen's, and they'll post on their Facebook page what their special is for the week, and you can either pick it up or they'll deliver free. So that's 2 of our favorite things to do. There's also a little fresh seafood van comes from Loch Fyne every other week, and they have every type of fresh fish and langoustines and shrimp and prawns and mussels and scallops. And so we had got a load of stuff the last time they were in town. We got some fresh tuna as well. But we love to order locally and eat locally and support the locals, and everybody is like really friendly about it. Now that we've been going in, they kind of know us, and they'll make recommendations at the butcher. You know, some of the lamb stuff, they'll put like special seasonings on there, and we'll let them know how everything went. We'll give them a little feedback. So eating local, spending money local, and eating at the local cafes. A lot of little cafes where you can get a decent little lunch, soup lunch. Actually, we had pizza today. That was our first pizza here in a long time since we got here. Our second time, I think, since we got here. But anyway, I'm going to post a little link to the food places and what we're eating. Doing a little sightseeing. We went to a place called St Blanes. oldest church. When was that? What was that? 11th century or something? We'd have to Google it. Sorry, we've forgotten. But put some pictures on here. St Blanes. It's on the back end of the island, and there's a good little walk uphill that we walked up there to the church ruins. Vikings are buried up there. Some of the old Scottish kings. Tammy coughing in the background.
Sorry.
But yeah, there was older people walking up there. They're taking a little break. They've got benches getting you up there, and we did a good little walk up there, and nice scenery up there, and took some pictures up there. St Blanes Church, some old graves up there, and we're finding out Isle of Bute's got a lot of history. It's a royal borough, and actually, Prince William is the Duke of Rosse, which is the capital town here. So a lot of the Stuarts dynasty, the royal Stuarts, the kings of Scotland, lived here. There's a beautiful, amazing home of the Marquis of Bute, and that was a part of the Stuart dynasty, and it's called Mount Stuart. And shame on me, I didn't even know anything about it. Just we coming here, I had Googled things to do, and Mount Stuart came up, and we finally went last Sunday. It's £19 to tour the home and the grounds. Senior discount, I think it was £16, and £4 for parking. We didn't even we got through the home, but it took us almost 3 hours.
The 6th century was the St.
Oh, St Blanes was 6th century, so I'll put that in my notes. But Mount Stuart, there was the first initial Mount Stuart was built, and there was a fire, and then the 1800s, one of the Marquis of Bute decided to rebuild the place, and the family themselves, they were just, the Industrial Revolution was going, they were into coal mines. They actually, one of the marquises here started Cardiff, the town, South Wales, and all the coal mining, and he had the trains to deliver the coal, he owned the coal pits, so they had more money than what they knew what to do with it, so they built this extravagant home on the Isle of Bute, and it was one of the first homes that had indoor plumbing. We're talking like 1847 or 1830s when it was rebuilt. It had indoor plumbing, had a heated swimming pool indoor. What was the other first? Oh, the plumbing and the heating, indoor heating, pipes with hot water, radiators basically, and it's electricity. It was one of the first homes ever. I keep looking this way because Tammy's sitting over here. First homes in the UK. Well, if it was UK, it's probably worldwide, I'm sure, because UK was ahead of everybody. First in electricity, first in plumbing, had a shower. I'll show you pictures of a shower slash bath. Everything is built in marble. The marble was all imported from Italy. Italy and Sicily, and just the amount of work, the craftsmanship, every little detail on everything, all the wood, all the marble, the walls, the tapestries. The tapestries are absolutely unbelievable. They were weaved in Edinburgh Mills, and I'm not sure the date on those. Probably
it took 12 years
to make one tapestry, and they're hanging in the Great Hall, and between the first one and the second one, you can tell the color details a lot brighter on the second one, but that was 40 years later with the technology that could weave brighter colors. But these were all woven in a mill, and the detail on these tapestries and the story that it tells is amazing. There is one character, and if they said that the faces on the tapestry were actually based on people that worked in the mill. Their faces is what is on the tapestry, and then there's the same person in a younger age group, middle age, and then there's an older man, but it's actually the same gentleman's face throughout the tapestry. But them tapestry, I mean, we spent probably 30 minutes looking at the tapestries, at the detail. But Mount Stuart, and it's it changed to the French spelling Stuart, in the late 17s, early 1800s. So if you ever come to this area, if you live in this area and you haven't been to Mount Stuart, you have to come. It's worth the trip to the island just to do that. And then the gardens are 128 acres. We didn't have enough time to go through the gardens because they were closing. We didn't get there till noon Sunday, and then the house closed at 3, the gardens closed at 4. If you just want to do the gardens, I think it was maybe £8 or something to do the gardens. So we're going to go back, and there's trails right down to the beach area and look at the gardens that are there. But a lot of people there, it's now a trust, and there are ancestors of the Stuarts to this day, the Crichton Stuarts, that are on the board of trustees, and they're all about promoting that building and say, but they don't have enough people and they don't have enough funds to open up all the rooms. There's a smoking room, cigar room, billiard room, the pool that was there, the saunas, but they just don't have enough staff. They depend a lot on volunteers, I think. But if you ever get a chance to visit Mount Stuart, I'll be showing pictures of that all the way talking through this. It's absolutely phenomenal. It is, I would say it's one of the top homes in UK/Europe, but probably the least promoted or the least known. But if nothing else, I'm going to get word out on this home because it's absolutely amazing. Here's Tammy bought the little Mount Stuart book. It gives you the details, and the Stuart dynasty, I mean, it goes back to the 11th century. It just gives you a little rundown. The Stuarts were involved in everything from the Battle of Bannockburn going back, and the first Stuart king, 1300s, and then they were involved all the way up to the King James, who was crowned King of Britain, well, King of Scotland and England, King of Britain. And then the Stuarts were in the Civil War, the Industrial Revolution, Second World War, all the way up to today. It's phenomenal. There's just no words to explain, and the pictures alone, I don't even think do it justice. But the place is absolutely amazing. It is an amazing building, and we had an amazing time. We also had some fun times. We left there, and my cousin Gwen was here, and we ended up having a little Sunday session downtown at the is it Taverna? One of the little pubs downtown. It was Maggie Zav, who is Maggie Zavaroni, so we became friends. And anybody from Scotland will recognise the name Zavaroni, which Isle of Bute, the Zavaronis have been here for years. They had fish and chip shops, still do, fish and chip shops, cafes. But the famous Scottish Zavaroni was Lena Zavaroni, born in 1963. Was on a talent show when she was age 10, and a huge great singer, amazing singer. She was 10, 11, 12. She met Frank Sinatra and Lucille Ball and toured America with her voice on the Johnny Carson show. Just had a great career ahead of her, but unfortunately she succumbed to anorexia. And I left in 1990, and I just watched a video on it, and it was really heartbreaking, like how sick she was with the disease, and it killed her in her 30s. Died pretty much living off of the state in a council house in England, and she was she could have been the Adele of her time. Her voice was absolutely amazing. But anyway, we had a great Sunday session with a lot of your folks. We love the low bars around here. We love Rabbies. We love the golfers. And the Tavernas, the latest one where we had our little Sunday afternoon sing-along. So it was a lot of fun. So yeah, enjoying it. I'm just looking at my list. I think I covered most of it. I just wanted to mention a couple of things. Laundry. Laundry is a challenge. We do not have a dryer, so you are totally dependent on the weather and a makeshift line that Tammy put up outside. It's been raining for a week, so we've had to dry our clothes. If you look behind me, I don't know if you can see it. There's clothes on a little hanging thing, so we use that. We hang it out in the front porch and let the sun get it. So if you're doing laundry, it kind of takes you a day to do laundry. So you know, what are you gonna do? That's just the pluses and the minuses between America and Scotland, but it's all good. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go and load you up with some pictures, and coming up, we're heading back over to Bishopton next week. We've got a birthday party, and we've got the car, so we'll probably take the road routes. I'll do some video showing you some by Loch Lomond, up the Rest and Be Thankful, going the roadway. So I hope you're all hanging in there, hope you're doing good, and we are enjoying our retirement in the Isle of Bute. It's weather dependent, but we're not here for the weather, we're here for the scenery and the lifestyle. Have a great day.